Hey, how it's going, guys? You are watching Freaklad Gaming YouTube channel. Hope you are all having an absolutely fantastic day. In today's video I am going to show you top 5 horror games for low-end PCs with 4GB RAM and any 1GB graphics card. But keep that in mind that all the above 5 games are randomly listed, which means that the number of the game will not define the quality of the game. So now let's get started after the intro.
Let's roll.
3, 2, 1.
On number 5 spot we have Dark Sector. Dark Sector is a third-person shooter video game developed by Digital Extremes. The game is set in the fictional Eastern Bloc country of Latvia, and centers on protagonist Hayden Tano, a morally ambivalent CIA clean-up man. While trying to intercept rogue agent named Robert Mesner, Hayden's right arm is infected with the fictional technicide virus, which gives him the ability to grow a 3-pronged glaive at will. Gameplay of Dark Sector revolves around the use of the glaive, a tri-blade throwing weapon similar to a boomerang which returns to Hayden after each throw. The glaive can be used for long-distance combat, solving environmental puzzles, and picking up in-game items. Environmental puzzles in the game usually focus upon capturing various elements, fire, electricity, or ice, with the glaive. As the game progresses, Hayden and the glaive are given several new abilities. It can be guided through the air, being able to kill multiple enemies, a charged-up throw for deadlier attacks, and the ability to make Hayden invisible for a short time and provide a temporary shield. So definitely worth a try. On number 4 spot we have Lucius II. Lucius II is a psychological horror stealth sandbox game developed and published by Shiver Games. Lucius II offers players a variety of ways to complete their objectives. Players are given the supernatural powers of mind control, telekinesis, and pyrokinesis to use as they wish. Killing NPCs and finding secrets scattered throughout levels allows players to level up in order to upgrade and earn new supernatural powers. The plot focuses on Lucius being sent to the psychiatric ward of St. Benedict's Hospital, where he must escape to the nearby town of Ludlow. Along the way, he is assisted by Detective McGuffin, who realizes Lucius's true potential. So definitely worth a try. On number 3 spot we have Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp is a multiplayer-based tactical shooter developed and published by Capcom. Umbrella Corp is a competitive multiplayer shooter that features zombies. Players play as a mercenary from 2 different corporations, and they are tasked to cooperate with their fellow mercenaries to eliminate all the hostile players. Players can choose to play from a first-person perspective, or a third-person perspective. The game features gadgets like semi-automatic rifles, shotguns, pistols, grenades and explosives, as well as unusual melee weapons like brain or combat axes. In order to travel between maps in an effective way, the game features repurposed climbing gear, as well as terrain spikes, which can be used for traversing tough ground. There are 3 classes available for players to choose from, namely Assault, Short Range, and Tactical. Each class is equipped with different weapons. In order to protect themselves against enemies, players can hide behind structures like walls. The game features a cover system called analog cover, which highlights objects that can be hidden behind with a blue color. Players can peek out from the cover to attack enemies. In order to reduce their visibility to their competitors, they can choose to crouch and prone. However, these actions sacrifice movement speeds. The brain or combat axe can also be used to deflect attacks from enemies. Players who are killed enter a spectator mode, in which the locations of opponents are revealed to them. They are unable to combat, but they can communicate with the surviving members of the team. So definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Alan Wake. Alan Wake is an action-adventure game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studios. The game is primarily set in the fictional idyllic small town of Bright Falls, Washington. The main gameplay happens in various areas of Bright Falls, such as the forest, a national park, or a farm. During the night time, these are punctuated by calmer, non-combative sequences set during the day. The player controls the eponymous protagonist Alan Wake. In the game, a darkness is taking over humans, animals and objects. These enemies, dubbed the Taken, are murderous shadows that attack Wake, wielding weapons of their own, ranging from mallets and knives to shovels and chainsaws. They vary by speed, size, and the amount of damage they can take, and some can teleport between short distances. Besides the Taken, the player must combat flocks of possessed ravens and animated objects. When enemies are close, Alan can perform a slow-motion cinematic dodge maneuver. The Taken are protected by a shield of darkness, initially rendering them impervious to attack. They can only be injured with a firearm after exposure to light, which burns the darkness away. This puts significant emphasis on flashlights in conjunction with conventional weapons, such as a revolver or shotgun. Flashlight beams act as a reticle. The handheld lights Wake can carry can be boosted, which destroys the darkness faster, but also reduces the light's battery level. Besides the conventional shooter gameplay need for reloading ammunition, the player must also insert fresh batteries into the flashlight when they run out, or wait for it to recharge slowly. The strength of the darkness protecting an enemy can vary among the Taken, so definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have Dead Island. Dead Island is a 2011 survival horror action role-playing video game developed by Techland and published by Deep Silver. Dead Island features an apparent open-world roaming, divided by relatively large areas, and played from a first-person perspective. Most of the gameplay is built around combat, mainly melee weapons, and completing quests. Dead Island is an action role-playing game and uses experience-based gameplay. The player earns XP by completing tasks and killing enemies. Upon leveling up, the player gains health and can invest 1 skill point into a skill tree and level up one of their skills. Combat is carried out through either physical attacks or through the use of melee weapons and firearms. Melee weapons can also be thrown at targets at any point in the game. Weapons are randomly generated and positioned in predetermined locations as well as found on some enemies. They have unique stats that are generally based on the player's current level. Each weapon can be upgraded to increase its stats, and most weapons can be modded, customized based on a blueprint to add special features, such as nails or electrified blades, and poison. These weapons will wear out from constant usage and require repairs and careful use, especially because once a weapon becomes damaged beyond a certain point it becomes much more expensive to repair. There is also a stamina bar, meaning that after a set amount of physical action, such as running, jumping, or swinging a weapon, the character needs to stop to regain his or her stamina. Players need to use flashlights in dark areas and during nighttime sections. Zombies in the game have different abilities, such as the walkers being Romero-style zombies and the infected being 28 days later style running zombies. So definitely worth a try. So that's all for today's video guys. First of all, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up to show your support on the video in numbers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay home and stay safe, and most importantly take care of yourselves. Bye.